Hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Ask Pastor Andre. I'm here with a great question. Question is, how do I know if I'm under a spiritual attack? That's a great question. And the answer is you are. You always are under spiritual attack. Why? Because there's a war going on. There is a real enemy. And I know most times as Christians, we only focus on the goodness of God and how we've already won the victory and the battle is ours. But the reality is there's a battle. And not that the rest of what I said is not the reality. It's just we don't look at the actual battle when we say those things. If we have the victory, that means we have to fight. We may know how it's going to end, but that means we also know that the fight is inevitable. We know that there is a war going on because Paul tells us that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but we are wrestling literally against the spiritual realm. And so, therefore, we ought to always be on guard. Peter tells us, be sober, be vigilant, because the devil, our adversary, is always walking about like a roaring lion, seeking who he can devour. So, how do you know if you're under spiritual attack? If you're a child of God. If you are a child of God, you can bet your last dollar that you are always going to be under spiritual attack, especially if you are really serious about serving God and doing something for God. You can guarantee that that devil is not going to rest, and he's going to do his best to, one, steal your joy, to try to steal your faith from you. And I'll give you an example. Job, he went to God to ask for Job. And every time Job stood the test, the devil wanted to go deeper and further. Even Jesus told Peter, he said, Simon, Simon, the devil desires to have you just so he can sift you as wheat, just so he can rock your world, to see if he can shake you and shake you away from the faith. So we are always under spiritual attack. But the good news is that we know that we have the victory because Jesus tells us, behold, I give you power to tread over serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means harm you. So although you may be under attack, it doesn't mean that you cannot fight, and it doesn't mean that you will not win. We know that we are victorious through Jesus Christ. So I appreciate your question. I pray that this helps you and somebody else. And if you have other questions or follow-up questions, please be sure to comment on our videos. In the meantime, be sure to subscribe, like, and turn on notifications so you never miss when another video comes out. Until the next time, God bless.